Hello student, today we are going to move or take a look towards the new topic, that is cell division and mitosis. Already we have discussed this topic many times, but today again we are going to discuss this topic in detailed view. So cell division and mitosis. As we know that the division of cell or multiplication of cell, the process is known as cell division, and this process requires a particular type of parameter that we call it as mitosis. So cell division is nothing but the dividation or multiplication of cell to increase the number of cell, to increase the content or mass of the cell. Cell division will take place, and among these we can say the mitosis is the process which can useful for the increase of somatic cell. So somatic cell will be increases after the process known as mitosis. So mitosis will take place, and this mitosis leads to increase the number of the somatic cell. Now the cell cycle or the cell division, we can say it is nothing but the same thing. Cell cycle and cell division, these are nothing but a process which is required for the increase the number of cell or dividation of the cell. Now mitosis is there, M phase we called it as, and in this particular nuclear division will take place. Then cytokinesis is there, that is known as C phase. In this cytoplasmic division will take place. So two types of division will occur. Two types of division will take place. These two type of cell division is known as M phase and C phase. We called it as a karyokinesis, that is nuclear division, and cytokinesis, that is the cytoplasmic division. So when these particular steps will take place or performed, then after what happens? The process of mitosis will complete. So to complete the process of mitosis, cytokinesis is the process. It is the last process which takes place, and after the completion of cytokinesis, the process of mitosis will over or it is stopped. Now what is cell cycle? As we have seen earlier, the first phase which takes place, that is known as G1 phase, that is preparatory phase, and that is also known as gap 1 phase. In this phase, the cell will undergo some changes, it will undergo some preparation, and after that preparation, the cell is ready to go for the second phase, that is known as S phase. So G1 is the first phase which takes place in the cell cycle. It is a long lasting phase in which the large number of changes will occur in the cell, and then cell will undergo this S phase. But before going to the S phase, cell will check for the cell division, and if the cell is not properly divided, it will properly matured, or it is not properly prepared, then it will undergo the G0 phase, where either cell will prepare itself for the S phase, or it will remain as it is, that we called it as a cell that sees the division, means they cannot undergo the division, that we called it as a permanent cell. So some cell will undergo the cell division process further, or some will remain as it is in a G0 phase, they cannot undergo the division. But some of them also having the capacity to undergo S phase, as they will become prepared for that particular S division. So G1 phase or G1 stage is the phase in which the cell is having the preparation for the development of S phase. म्हणजे S phase जाण्यासाठी जी काही रिक्वायरमेंट लागते, जी काही प्रिपरेशन लागते, त्या सगळ्यांचं प्रिपरेशन. से फॉर एक्झाम्पल द ग्रोथ ऑफ सेल. सेल छोटी आहे, मॅच्युअर्ड नाही आहे, तर ती सेल ग्रो होईल, मॅच्युअर्ड होईल, त्याच्यामधला सायटोप्लाझम व्यवस्थित डेव्हलप होईल, त्याच्यामध्ये असलेले जे काही मटेरियल असेल ते मटेरियल व्यवस्थित तयार होतील, and after that particular preparation, then only the cell will undergo S phase. In a S phase, DNA synthesis will takes place. म्हणजे जेनेटिक मटेरियल जे आहे सेलचं, ते जेनेटिक मटेरियल या S phase मध्ये increase होणार आहे. We called it as a duplication. So the DNA of that particular cell will get duplicated. Consider करा इथे एक सेल आहे. That cell is a newly born. आताच त्या सेलचा जन्म झाला, तर ती सेल काय होईल? It will grow, it will undergo the requirement for the further process. So that will become mature, and after maturity only it will undergo the S phase. In a S phase, that particular cell will undergo the DNA duplication process. The process of DNA will synthesize, and this nuclear material will increase in size so that it will become a duplicate DNA or duplicate nuclear material of that particular cell. So here cell will grow. It will having the double number of nuclear material. दोन न्यूक्लियस असेल असं आपण साध्या भाषेत म्हणू शकतो. Now after S phase, the cell is undergo the next phase, that is known as G2 phase. In G2 phase, again the cell will undergo the process known as development. मग इथे जी काही डेव्हलपमेंट झाली आहे त्याच्या पुढचे डेव्हलपमेंट G2 phase मध्ये होईल. Here the cell again undergo the development. Again it will become mature, and then only it will undergo the process known as mitosis. Means again, if the cell will not prepare in this particular G2, then also it will stop to further develop or further divide in a M phase. So M phase is also having some particular parameters or some parameters like dividing parameters is required, and that is prepared in G1, S and G2 phase. या तिन्ही फेज मध्ये मायटोसिस साठी किंवा M phase साठी लागणारे जे काही रिक्वायरमेंट आहेत, जे काही प्रिपरेशन आहे, त्या प्रिपरेशन या फेजेस मध्ये होत असतं, and then will undergo the development that or undergo the process known as mitosis or M phase. So M phase will occur. Now here you can see the G1 phase is there. G1 phase undergo the S phase, and after M phase it will undergo the G2 phase. In G2 phase again it will develop, and after that it will undergo the mitosis. This is the most important phase in a dividation of the cell. So first phase will prophase, that is the first phase. It is followed by metaphase. After metaphase anaphase will occur, and after anaphase telophase will occur, and telophase will ends with the cytokinesis, and after cytokinesis two cells are formed. So single cell starts to multiply, and at the end of mitosis two cells are produced. That cells are identical with each other. दोन्ही सेल जे असतील त्या दोन्ही सेल सारख्याच असतील, and they will come from the same mother cell. So mother cell will gives rise to two daughter cell. दोन daughter cell असेल, दोन्ही daughter cell मध्ये असलेला genetic material जे आहे, the genetic material is same, and it is having the same genetic material like the mother. Now what the cell cycle, the length of time the cycle takes depends on the type of cell. Usually the more specified the cell, the less likely is to divide. The simple thing we can say, the specificity of cell having the inclusion on the time of cell division. म्हणजे साध्या भाषेत सांगायचं तर सेल डिवाइड होण्यासाठी लागणारा वेळ, हा वेळ प्रत्येक वेळेला वेगवेगळा असेल. इट इज नॉट सेम फॉर द ऑल सेल. इट विल व्हॅरिंग फॉर अ डिफरंट सेल. ॲनिमल सेल असेल तर थोडा वेगळा वेळ लागेल, प्लांट सेल असेल तर थोडा वेगळा वेळ लागेल, युनिसेल्युलर ऑर्गॅनिझम असतील तर वेगळा वेळ लागतो, मल्टीसेल्युलर ऑर्गॅनिझम असेल तर वेगळा वेळ लागतो. सो सेल required time depending on that particular type of cell having the complexity. किती कॉम्प्लेक्स सेल आहे त्यानुसार त्याची सेल डिव्हिजनला लागणारा टायमिंग हा असतो. रेड ब्लड सेल आर रिप्लेस्ड ॲट रेट ऑफ 2 to 3 million per second. Now see the rate of multiplication in a red blood cell, that is 2 to 3 million red blood cells are produced per second. Nerve cell usually never divide, they enter G0 phase. So when we talk about a nerve cell are permanent cell, they cannot divide and they remain in a phase that we call it as a G0 phase. Now maintaining chromosome number, as we know that mitosis is known as equational division, and that equational division is related to this. Say for example, here the chromosome is there in a cell at an interface. Means generally cell will remain in an interface, and during this interface the chromosome is present over here. This is nothing but the example. Okay, so this is the single example or single chromosome which is shown here. Now what happens? same chromosome duplicated in interphase prior to mitosis. Means before mitosis, say for example in G1 phase, S phase, this particular single chromosome will multiply, synthesize, DNA synthesis will take place and the number of that particular chromosome will get duplicate. इथे तुम्हाला एक क्रोमोझोम दिसतो, इथे तुम्हाला दोन क्रोमोझोम झालेले दिसतील, त्याला आपण सिस्टर क्रोमॅटिड्स म्हणतो. सो हियर द टू सेम पॅरामीटर्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड, the number of DNA is increased, and due to that increment in number of DNA, the chromosome will looks like a two chromosome instead of one. And after that particular mitosis and cytoplasmic division, you can see this is one cell having the one chromosome and this is another cell having the one chromosome. Means here two cells are produced but the chromosome number are same as a mother cell. ही mother cell जी होती, या mother cell चाच chromosome number तुम्हाला या सेल्स मध्ये सेल. हियर यू कॅन सी द क्रोमोझोम नंबर ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर सेल इज मेंटेन. इथे काय सांगायचं आहे तर क्रोमोझोम नंबर जो काही सेलचा असतो तो क्रोमोझोम नंबर मायटोसिस मध्ये मेंटेन केला जातो जो मदर सेलचा आहे. से फॉर एक्झाम्पल ह्युमन बीइंग मध्ये जर क्रोमोझोम नंबर पाहिला तर 2n इज इक्वल टू येस whatever 2n is equal to the chromosome number of human being. It is represent in a offspring also. जो काही क्रोमोझोम नंबर तुम्ही सांगाल, ओके, तुम्हाला जो नंबर माहिती आहे, ओके, यू आर गुड. सो वी कॅन से व्हॉट द सेम क्रोमोझोम नंबर इज मेंटेन फॉर द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन ऑल्सो, नॉट ओनली फॉर ह्युमन बीइंग. दुसरे ॲनिमल तुम्ही घ्या, दुसरे ॲनिमल मध्ये दुसरे प्लांट्स तुम्ही घ्या, त्या प्लांट्स मध्ये जो क्रोमोझोम नंबर मदर प्लांटचा असतो द सेम क्रोमोझोम नंबर इज मेंटेन फॉर द another generation but not through this process. या प्रोसेसनी होत नाही. ओके, मायटोसिस इज नॉट द प्रोसेस which is occurred in that particular thing, but what I want to say, the chromosome number is maintained through this M phase. या M phase मधनं तो क्रोमोझोम नंबर मेंटेन केला जातो. Now the most important thing which we discussed in last lecture, that is the spindle apparatus. म्हणजे सेल डिव्हिजन होण्यासाठी नुसतं क्रोमोझोमचा नंबर इन्क्रीज झाला किंवा वाढला किंवा डीएनए सिंथेसिस झालं हे जरुरी नाही आहे, तर त्यासोबतच लागणारी महत्त्वाची गोष्ट आहे ती म्हणजे स्पिंडल ॲपरेटस. नाउ कन्सिस्ट ऑफ टू डिस्टिंक्ट सेट्स ऑफ मायक्रोट्युब्युल्स. या स्पिंडल ॲपरेटस मध्ये दोन प्रकारचे मायक्रोट्युब्युल्स पार्टिसिपेट करत असतात. ईच सेट एक्सटेंड फ्रॉम वन ऑफ द सेल पोल, टू सेट्स ओव्हरलॅप ॲट द स्पिंडल इक्वेटर. म्हणजे दोन सेट आहेत, एक सेल पोलला असतो ॲट इज ॲट द टू पोल्स अँड टू सेट्स ओव्हरलॅप ॲट द स्पिंडल इक्वेटर. नेक्स्ट याच्यात बघू आपण. मूव्स क्रोमोझोम ड्युरिंग मायटोसिस इन बोथ plant and animal cell. Spindle fibers originate from centrosome. In animal cell, centrosomes are centrosomes or centromeres. Now here you can see the spindle apparatus is there. One spindle pore is there and one spindle pole is here. So two poles you can observe. So one of the condensed chromosome, here you can see the condensed chromosome is there. So these are the condensed chromosome over these two poles, and here the spindle equator is there. So the equator which we use many times, मागच्या काही लेक्चर मध्ये आपण इक्वेटोरियल प्लेन वापरला होता. So this is nothing but the equator or equatorial plane. Now these are the microtubules organized as spindle apparatus. इथे तुम्हाला दिसेल, these are nothing but the microtubules which is organized as spindle apparatus, and here this is nothing but the one pole, this is the second pole, and this is known as the spindle equator or equatorial plane we can say. So this is nothing but the spindle apparatus असं दिसतं, and these are nothing but the condensed chromosome. इकडे पण तुम्हाला दिसतील आणि इथे पण तुम्हाला स्पिंडल दिसतील. मायटोसिस, न्यूक्लियर डिव्हिजन डिवाइडिंग ऑफ द जेनेटिक मटेरियल ऑफ डीएनए. नाउ मायटोसिस मध्ये मी नेहमी सांगतो की किंवा आपण नेहमी वाचतो की दोन प्रकारचे डिव्हिजन होतात, न्यूक्लियर मटेरियल डिव्हिजन और न्यूक्लियर डिव्हिजन. दॅट इज नथिंग बट द जेनेटिक मटेरियल वी कॉल्ड इट एज अ डीएनए विल मल्टीप्लाय. नाउ मायटोसिस इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 5 phases. Generally we call it as a 4 phases, that is prophase, prometaphase, metaphase. So these are the one phase, that is metaphase. So prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase या चार महत्वाच्या फेजेस आहेत. प्रोफेज ही पहिली फेज आहे. दिस फेज इज द फर्स्ट फेज. देन इट विल अंडरगो द मेटाफेज, anaphase अँड telophase. अशा प्रकारे चारही फेज पूर्ण झाल्यानंतर जे काही जेनेटिक मटेरियल होतं सिंथेसिस झालेलं एस फेजमध्ये त्याला मल्टिप्लाय करण्याचं किंवा त्याला डिवाइड करण्याचं काम ह्या सगळ्या फेजेस करत असतात. प्रोफेज, chromosomes continue to condense, centriole move each pole of the cell, spindle apparatus is assembled, nuclear envelope dissolves. या सगळ्या प्रोसेसेस प्रोफेज मध्ये होत असतात. तर पहिली फेज काय होते प्रोफेज मध्ये, पहिला पार्ट काय होतो, क्रोमोझोम्स कंटिन्यू टू कंडेन्स. जो क्रोमोझोम तयार झाला एस फेज मध्ये, जो डीएनए सिंथेसाइज झाला एस फेज मध्ये, त्याचा कंडेन्सेशनचं काम या पर्टिक्युलर फेज मध्ये होतं. सो इट विल बिकम अ कंडेन्स अँड न्यूक्लियर एनव्हलप डिझॉल्व. जे काही न्यूक्लियर एनव्हलप त्या क्रोमोझोमच्या आजूबाजूला होतं ते सगळं डिझॉल्व झालेलं आहे. म्हणजे आता क्रोमोझोम हे ओपन आहे, इट इज अवेलेबल इन अ सायटोप्लाझम. देन सेंट्रिओल मूव टू ईच पोल ऑफ द सेल, ओके, अँड स्पिंडल ॲपरेटस इज असेंबल्ड. म्हणजे या प्रोफेज मध्ये स्पिंडल ॲपरेटस जे आहे ते तयार झालेलं असेल किंवा तयार होण्याची प्रोसेस सुरू झाली असेल, दोन पोलला ते सुरू झालेलं असेल. सो हिअर यू कॅन सी द न्यूक्लियर एनव्हलप इज dissolved or it is unavailable now, and the condensation of the chromosome will start and mitotic spindle begins to form. Mitotic spindle हे सुरू झाले. So suppose this is one pole and this is another pole. So it is just a beginning. So chromosome condense and become visible. So it will like to disappearance of this particular nuclear membrane. Chromosome appear as a two sister chromatids held together at the centromere. So here these are the two sister chromatid you can see, and these are nothing but the centromere. Cytoskeleton is disassembled. Then spindle begins to form. So these are the spindle fibers, and Golgi and endoplasmic reticulum also disappeared. So other organelles are also like to dissolve or it will disappear, and this particular thing will appear in a prophase. Now prometaphase. After a prophase, prometaphase is there. Chromosomes become attached to the spindle apparatus by their kinetochores. A second set of microtubules is formed from the pole to each kinetochore. Microtubules begin to pull each chromosome towards the center of the cell. So here you can see these are nothing but the microtubules. Okay, these microtubules starts to pull these chromosomes towards the center that we called it as a equatorial plane. म्हणजे या क्रोमोझोमला इक्वेटोरियल प्लेनला आणायचं काम या पर्टिक्युलर प्रोमेटाफेज मध्ये सुरू झालेलं असतं. सो chromosomes become attached to the microtubules at kinetochores. So here you can see these are nothing but the spindle which is attached, microtubules which is attached, and each chromosome is oriented in such a that the kinetochores of sister chromatids are attached to microtubules from opposite poles. So here these are microtubules which is attached, and now they starts to pull this chromosome towards the center. So first prometaphase leads to metaphase. त्याच्यानंतर मेटाफेज येतं. Microtubules pulls the chromosome to align them at the center of the cell. Microtubules मुळे जे क्रोमोझोम्स आहेत ते क्रोमोझोम सेंटरला येऊन थांबतील. नाउ मेटाफेज प्लेट, that is imaginary plane through the center of the cell where the chromosomes align. म्हणजे जिथे क्रोमोझोम ओढून थांबणार आहे त्या प्लेनला आपण मेटाफेज प्लेट असं म्हणतो. सो हियर यू कॅन नाउ सी the chromosomes are arranged to the equatorial plane due to these microtubules. So all the chromosomes are aligned at equator of the cell called metaphase plate. So this is nothing but the metaphase plate. We can say the chromosomes are aligned, and this type of structure is observed under microscope. जेव्हा आपण मायक्रोस्कोप मध्ये मेटाफेज बघतो तर सेम स्ट्रक्चर आपल्याला दिसतं. We cannot see these particular spindles, but the chromosomes we can see which is arranged at the equatorial plane. म्हणजे सेलच्या सेंटरला येऊन जी मेटाफेज प्लेट तयार झाली आहे तिथे ते क्रोमोझोम येऊन थांबलेले आपल्याला क्लिअरली दिसतील. मायक्रोस्कोप मध्ये सुद्धा आपण हे स्ट्रक्चर बघू शकतो. नाउ नेक्स्ट फेज आफ्टर मेटाफेज इज अनाफेज. Removal of cohesion protein causes the centromeres to separate. So the separation of this centromere will take place. Microtubules pull sister chromatids towards the pole. So now the microtubule starts to pull this sister chromatid towards the two different poles. In the anaphase, kinetochore are pulled apart. In anaphase, both the poles moves apart. Now here you can see these are nothing but the sister chromatids, and these sister chromatids are started to pull towards the two poles. So these are the two poles. Towards these two poles, these chromosomes are starts to pull towards the two different poles. So these are polar microtubules, and these polar microtubules or we can say kinetochore microtubule starts to pull this particular chromosome towards the each pole. So here simply we can say that the half portion of DNA which is synthesized is pulled toward one pole, and remaining half part of that particular chromosome will come to the another pole. In this way, the DNA which is synthesized in S phase will starts to separate in this anaphase. So here this type of structure we can clearly observe in a microscope also. So anaphase is there. Now after anaphase, the next phase will occur, that is known as telophase. Spindle apparatus assembles. So whatever the spindle fibers, spindle poles and all these things are produced in a anaphase or up to anaphase, it will starts to disassemble, or we can say disappear. Nuclear envelope form around each set of sister chromatid. Chromosomes begin to uncoil. Nucleolus reappears in each new nucleus. So simply we can say that. The whole chromosome is now come towards the two pole. दोन पोलला ते आलेले आहेत आणि दोन पोलला ते तुम्हाला क्लिअरली वेगवेगळे झालेले दिसतील. So this is nothing but the telophase in which we can observe this type of structure under the microscope. Now after telophase, the next phase will occur, that is known as the cytokinesis. आतापर्यंत आपण जे पाहिलं ते होतं कॅरिओकायनेसिस, means the division of nucleus, but here the cytokinesis will start, that is the division of cytoplasm. ज्या सायटोप्लाझम मध्ये हे सगळं होत होतं, ज्या सेलच्या सायटोप्लाझम मध्ये या सगळ्या प्रोसेसेस झाल्या, आता त्या सायटोप्लाझमचं डिव्हिजन होणार आहे. सो युजली ऑकर्स बिटवीन लेट एनाफेज अँड एंड ॲट द एंड ऑफ टिलोफेज. म्हणजे टिलोफेज नंतर लगेच होणारी प्रोसेस म्हणजे सायटोकायनेसिस आहे. टू मेकॅनिझम्स, सेल प्लेट फॉर्मेशन ऑकर्स इन अ प्लांट्स अँड क्लिवेज ऑकर्स इन ॲनिमल. म्हणजे दोन प्रकारच्या गोष्टी या सेल डिव्हिजन मध्ये होत असतात. दॅट इज सेल प्लेट फॉर्मेशन इन प्लांट सेल्स अँड दी क्लिवेज विल ऑकर इन ॲनिमल सेल. म्हणजे दोन सेल मध्ये जर आपण मायक्रोस्कोप मध्ये सायटोकायनेसिस जर बघितलं तर मायक्रोस्कोप मध्ये असं आपल्याला दिसेल की सेल प्लेट फॉर्मेशन प्लांट मध्ये होतं आणि क्लिवेज नावाची प्रोसेस जी आहे ती ॲनिमल सेल मध्ये होते. नाउ हियर ॲनिमल सेल मध्ये काय होतं, क्लिवेज. सो दीज आर नथिंग बट द टू डिफरंट सेट्स ऑफ क्रोमोझोम. नाउ हियर द cleavage will occur from the center of the cell and this cleavage will leads to formation of two cells. म्हणजे आपण क्लिवेज नावाची प्रोसेस आधी पाहिले की एक सेल असते, त्या सेलच्या सेंटरला असा एक नॉच तयार होतो आणि त्या नॉच मधून त्या सेलचं क्लिवेज प्रोसेस सुरू होते आणि क्लिवेज झाल्यानंतर ॲट द एंड ऑफ क्लिवेज द टू सेल्स विल सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम each other and this process is known as cleavage furrow process. And in a plant what happens, the cell plate will form at the center, we can say at the equatorial plane, simply we can say. So here the cell plate formation will start and notch will produce and later on it will starts to divide two different cell by producing the cell wall at around that particular part. Now mitosis in plant versus animal. What centrioles which is absent in plant cell but it is present in animal cell. Cytokinesis, Cytokinesis will take place by through two processes in plant and animal cells. Cell plate formation in plant cell, whereas cleavage and furrow process in animal cell. So two different processes will occur in a cytoplasm dividation. Now control of cell cycle. The cell cycle is controlled at three checkpoints. Just we have seen in a first diagram, there will be a presence of checkpoints. So G1S checkpoint means the cell decides to divide in this particular G1. Either it will undergo G0 phase or it will remain for the further multiplication. It is checked at this particular G1S checkpoint. The second checkpoint is there, that is known as G2N checkpoint. This checkpoint, the cell makes the commitment to mitosis. In this, it will undergo the mitosis. So here the synthesis of DNA will occur, and here the mitosis process will take place. And the late metaphase, the checkpoints, cell ensures that chromosomes are attached to the spindle. So these are nothing but the three checkpoints which is युजफुल इन अ कंट्रोल ऑफ सेल सायकल. म्हणजे एक सेल जर म्हणत असेल की मला मल्टिप्लाय व्हायचा आहे, डिवाइड व्हायचा आहे, तर तिला तीन चेक पॉइंट मधून जावं लागेल. अँड आफ्टर सक्सेसफुली गोइंग थ्रू दिस चेक पॉइंट्स, then only the cell will undergo the multiplication phase, or we can say mitosis will occur in the cell. So these are the most important thing in a cell cycle. So here you can see the checkpoints is there. G2M, before G2M we can see the here checkpoint is there. G1S checkpoint starts or restriction point, where the check will done for the cell whether it will undergo S phase or G0 phase. So G1 checkpoint is there, G1S checkpoint is there. Then cell will undergo G2. Here again the checkpoint is there, whether the cell will undergo M phase or it will become a permanent. So G2 M checkpoint is there, and here the spindle checkpoint is there, whether the spindle fibers are produced in proper way or not, then it will undergo the cytokinesis. So this is nothing but the checkpoints. Now when we talk about the checkpoints आपल्याला समजलं काय आहे. But in actual, what is the checkpoints? So we can say the checkpoints are nothing but the two different parameters, or we can say the chemicals, simply we can say, that will useful for the checkpoints. So cyclin is the protein produced in synchrony with the cell cycle. हा एक सेल सायकल मध्ये प्रोड्यूस होणारा प्रोटीन आहे, सायक्लिन त्याला असं म्हटलं जातं. So regulate passage of the cell through the cell cycle checkpoints. हा checkpoints काम करण्याचं काम जे आहे, चेक करण्याचं काम जे आहे, हा सायक्लिन नावाचं एक प्रोटीन करतो. Along with this cyclin, the another thing is there, that is known as cyclin dependent kinase. आता सायक्लिन प्रोटीन तर आहे, पण सायक्लिन प्रोटीन सोबतच एक आणखी एक लागतो, that is known as cyclin dependent kinase. It is nothing but the enzyme that drive the cell cycle, activated only when bound by cyclin. म्हणजे जेव्हा सायक्लिन आणि सायक्लिन डिपेंडंट कायनेस दोन्ही जे एन्झाईम आणि प्रोटीन आहेत, दोन्ही एन्झाईम आणि प्रोटीन तयार होतील त्या सेलमध्ये म्हणू आपण, देन ओनली इट विल अंडरगो द सेल सायकल. म्हणजे सेल स्वतः काय तयार करते, सायक्लिन आणि सायक्लिन डिपेंडंट कायनेस दोन्ही तिथे असतात, आणि जेव्हा दोन्ही अवेलेबल असतील, जेव्हा दोन्ही तयार होतील, तेव्हा सेल जे आहे ती सेल सायकल नावाची प्रोसेस कंप्लीट करेल. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट दी प्रोसेस ऑफ मायटोसिस. सो हियर वी स्टॉप विथ दिस पर्टिक्युलर. यू कैन view this particular video for 2 times to understand the process of mitosis. In upcoming lecture, we are going to talk about the cyclin and cyclin dependent kinase in detail. So watch this video 2 times to understand the things. Thank you.